Hey, I'm Joshua, here with the Sunday Shampoo. Never thought the haircut would take it this far. And you know, of course, I got my girl Carrie in the house. What's up, Carrie?
Yo, 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 it's Carrie. Thanks for coming by and listening. And next to me, I've got my friend Madeline.
Hey
What's
guys.
up, Maddie?
Hey,
Maddie.
what's up?
Whoop.
Did everybody have a good week? Yeah, Kristen, how was your week?
My week was good. I'm K Money. Here with my besties, my fam. This is the Sunday Shampoo. I got Sammy next to me, old Gimpy.
Oh, Gimpy.
Gimpy and Limpy, Sammy,
Limpy.
the assistant. What's up, Grant?
Oh, hey, y'all. What's up?
Grant. First ever
No.
the Sunday Shampoo podcast, which is so exciting,
Yeah.
right?
This isn't new, is it?
We're actually all part of another establishment called Valor and Violet. You may have heard of us from there, but now you're going to hear from a lot of us from here, the Sunday Shampoo. We're going to make this kind of a ritual thing. We don't really know where we're going with it, but I know we have a few things. I'm going to let Grant take over that we just want to talk about real quick, just to say who we are and what we're doing, and then we'll go from there. Grant.
Cool.
Yeah, so I just want to kind of explain what we're here for. We're just kind of wanting to describe our lives and talk with you guys and really connect with a lot of different people around the country and eventually the world. Like, we just love meeting new people. Yeah, like Joshua said, we are a hair salon, but more importantly, our family, we're very close. We're very crazy, and you will soon learn that.
Yeah. And I also, on top of what Grant was saying, we are from the beauty industry, which we are so proud of. But we didn't want to make it just beauty industry driven, so it will be, I think, our lifestyles as well, in not only beauty industry, but everything that's going on in the world, right, Grant?
Yeah, like we'll talk about our lifestyles. We'll talk about different things we're doing, about different topics, about the world, like really open to whatever you guys are interested in.
And speaking of being open, our listeners maybe should know some of our topics maybe a little bit spicy is a good word. Spicy.
That's
so
perfect.
if you're and we have potty mouths, a lot of us.
A lot of potty mouths.
So
A lot of
we
that.
may say fuck a lot.
If you don't like it, then get
So
the
if you don't
fuck
like
out.
Or
it-
shit.
So if you don't like that, you may not want to listen to the Sunday Shampoo.
No kids.
Nope.
And this is kind of our demo episode. This is our episode 1.
We don't know what we're
Episode
doing.
1.
The
demo.
intro.
So I think maybe what we should do first then is have Kristen, K Money, maybe just tell a brief story about yourself and where you come from and why you're here.
Yeah, Des Moines native. I met Josh and Carrie.
Where's Des Moines?
Des Moines, Iowa?
Oh, Des
what?
Moines,
Come
Iowa,
on, the big old
represent.
city. Everybody's heard of
DSM.
it. Big destination city. I met Josh and Carrie about 8 years ago or so. They quickly became my mentors and kind of got grandfathered in. And so we worked at a previous salon together in Ames, Iowa, a little college town. Go Clones. And then we opened up a couple of other spaces. Well, I just got to come along and pick out paint. I have no responsibility,
We
thank
felt
God.
bad for her.
I said, sure.
Like, okay, she's the only one. I guess we'll take her.
I said, I'm the only one. You guys are stuck with me.
Okay, then come
on. Now we've got 2 locations. Then Maddie kind of came along.
I did.
Yeah, Maddie, why
growing,
didn't you go ahead and tell your story? But for back to Kristen, I was just trying to think. It's funny that when we first went on our Valor and Violet journey, out of everyone, she came with us during that time, and I kind of thought. I didn't know if she was crazy or stupid.
Right.
But I
still
took
don't.
We
advantage
still
of
don't
the
know.
part.
Yeah.
And no offense to you,
None.
but I was thankful that you were kind of not stupid, but naive during that time.
Risky, if you
because
will.
who the fuck knew what was gonna happen?
I had no
right?
fucking
We
clue.
literally, I don't know if it's gonna get dropped into the story, but we all worked at a salon across the street from the other salon that we opened. Okay.
Oopsie.
And this is in a small town in Iowa. So if you know anything about small towns, everyone knows everyone,
Yeah.
which is crazy. And then to top it all off, these people we knew very personally, obviously. I mean, if you're ever in the salon business, everyone knows everyone, right? Virtually, we opened up this salon across the street secretly because in our industry, normally it's not glorified or respected or sponsored when you want to step out on your own, which would be a whole nother subject. That is something to talk about that I do have input on. We went the kind of the sketchy shade. I don't know the word.
We were shady motherfuckers.
Yes, very shady.
We can just say
So
that.
virtually, the owner of the previous shop that we were at pulled us aside and said, "Hey, I heard there's a salon opening across the street, and it's this rich girl from Minnesota." And I was like, "Oh man, we're gonna have to beat them." But it ended up just being crazy. It was us. It was just time for us to step out on our own. At that particular time, the salon we were at was great and going a direction. It just wasn't for us, which is totally fine. And obviously, not all breakups should be that way. But it was interesting.
It was,
and
to say the least.
Kristen was really the only one who knew. She was actually where Sammy's
Yeah,
at
I
now,
was the assistant.
The assistant.
Yeah.
Kristen was the assistant.
Yeah.
So
OG.
yeah, that was
Here
a
we
crazy
are.
time.
And how long is that's been 5 years, you guys.
That's
November was
5.
5 years. What month is it? Yeah.
That means K
Good
Money's
work.
getting old.
Good work.
K Money's about to settle down.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So if there's anyone out there,
Yo.
K Money's your girl. Just saying.
Call me.
She's
Gotta
not
have a
cheap.
driver's license.
Yay.
Oh yeah.
A job's cool.
Yeah.
Jobs, yeah. All right, Maddie, what's up, girl?
Guys, it's my 5-year anniversary of joining Valor and Violet. That's like literally this next week.
Yeah.
Literally.
Wow.
Dang, sis.
It's a
5
long
years
time.
ago, that was crazy. Okay, so I'm from super small town, Iowa.
Say it.
We're talking Dayton, Iowa. It's a
Wow.
driver's
The Dayton-
town. The
the
Dayton
Dayton
Rodeo.
Rodeo.
That's what we're known
Giddy up.
for. No, but
Yeehaw!
I actually I don't know how my story goes back to when I was in high school. I used to get my hair done by a girl who worked with Josh and Carrie a long time ago, and that's a whole story for a different
She married
episode.
her
Wait, I
boyfriend.
think though maybe it's not. I
Is
think
it?
that we should really bring that up.
Because
Bring it
we're
up.
this is just the epitome of our relationships. Okay, so I married somebody who used to date
Your hairdresser.
my hairdresser when I was in high school, who happened to work with these guys.
Damn.
So he's got a type.
You
So
got
he has
type.
a type. He's got a type. But that was when I was like a sophomore in high school, junior in high school. So I've actually known of Josh that long, I should say. I went to hair school 2013, 14. I worked at another salon for a year and a half. I learned a lot there. Not my cup of tea. My husband did the website for Valor and Violet, and I was still at the other salon, and Josh kept bugging, boyfriend at the time, get Maddie to work for us, get Maddie to work for us. I'm like, I don't know, they're really different from the kind of salon that I was working at.
Yes, we are.
Like, completely
Amen.
opposite. I'm like, am I going to get along there? I didn't know in myself if I could even
What was like the?
do that.
How'd you ever decide? Like, what did Josh
What was
say
the
to you
deciding
to get
factor?
you?
The
Like, for
deciding
real.
I sat on it for like 3 months
You
if
did.
I should come or not.
Because you were comfy. You were comfortable.
I think I didn't believe in myself.
Yeah.
I'm like, I need all the structure. Like, I need someone to tell me what to do.
Mm-hmm.
So then I think the deciding
So
factor
you did
was,
the opposite.
right. No, there was a girl that I was working with. I was supposed to take over her client. She was having a baby. And the day she went into labor, I was like, oh shit, like, this is real. Either like, this is my commitment to stay at this salon, or I got to get the fuck out. And I think I texted you. I was like, okay, I'm quitting. And then I was like, what do you want me to
So
do?
you
Do you want me to
texted
stay?
Carrie and not me?
Sorry.
Oh, yeah, I never knew that.
Did you
Well,
not have my
because when I
number?
went in and I quit, she was like, all right, you can leave. Meanwhile, I had like full books for like 2 or 3 weeks. I'm like, well, what are you going to do with my
Yeah,
appointments?
that happened to me, too.
She's
I
like,
got a
I don't
letter.
care. You can just leave. I'm like, okay, see
All
ya.
right,
I
then.
walked into Valor and Violet. I'm like, here's my papers. I'll start. So that was 5 years
That's
ago.
awesome. It's
Yeah.
badass.
What a journey that's been.
Oh my gosh. Leaving a small town for one to go to hair school, because every hairdresser back home would be like, don't do it. You're not going to make it. Like, you're going to work shitty hours. Like, the industry sucks. And she was way wrong. But
And now you're
it started
killing it.
when I left my hometown. to get
Step
out of
one.
it
Yep.
and to come to Ames. Well, really, just
Risky.
come to Valor and Violet, honestly.
Yeah.
But that's what's dope, though. Like, I don't know if you guys, I mean, enough of us know each other now and have known Maddie long enough. It's funny, like, and this is everyone, but you in particular. What I love about you is that you came from a structured setting where I think it was actually controlling.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
And you came
micromanaged.
into our situation, which I always describe us. First off, Valor and Violet, but secondly, the Sunday Shampoo. It's just controlled chaos. Like, no one gives a flying
Literally.
fuck
Yeah.
Yeah.
what's going
But shit
on.
gets done.
Right.
And we all know, I mean, like, obviously, I said to you, we were out last night all together, which isn't a surprise you'll figure out with
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
That happens
But
a
I
lot.
told Maddie I know this photographer. She's like, fuck you, dude. I'm not going to your photographer. And I said, why? She said, because I know you. And I was like, what does that mean? She goes, you're fucking nuts. And I was like, I
What?
kind of am, yeah. But I can say the one thing that I've learned to control and try to share with all of you guys is my mentors, friends, family, salon people is it's called controlled chaos, right?
Yeah.
It can be very chaotic at time, but we roll with it and we move on, and that's you're a badass, dude.
Thanks.
Like I love it, and it's cool to see who you become and where you've grown to. And I don't think if you would have ever took that step in talking back to beauty industry, all you listening out there who are in that position right now, at some point you got to take the leap. It may not feel right. It may not be
It
right.
does not feel
yeah.
right. It feels completely
Right.
wrong.
Because-
But that's when you should go.
Because you're betraying, and it's all these things, and it's the same in personal relationships. I mean, if it ain't there, come on, guys. Like you know what they say. We have one life to live, and we got to make it count. So I
Heard
respect you
that.
for that, Maddie.
Cool. Well, I don't feel like a badass, but I appreciate it.
You are.
Nah,
a
you
badass.
are.
That's
Yeah.
my
You
New
are.
Year's resolution.
To feel like a badass.
No, okay, but we can get deep for just a quick sec. So we all know each other. Like, we're all put in each other's lives for a different reason. So like Carrie, I have a different vision of Carrie than anybody else has. Same with Josh. Same with everybody. But like, we are put in each other's life for a reason.
Absolutely.
Like,
Completely.
That's with
So-
anything. That's even with, the bad shit. The good
yeah,
Yeah.
everything, and we just bring each other out in a different way, and we understand each other in a different way.
Yeah. And we unconditionally
Love each other.
accept,
Yes.
love.
We may hate
and
each
don't-
other for
The
a
shit
second,
that we
but
tell each other.
It blows.
oh my gosh.
We have
And
problems
my- it's-
psychologically.
Yeah.
Well, and that's funny. I think when we go back to talking about the Sunday Shampoo, we have freaking talked about this for over
Oh my
a
God.
year, right?
Yeah,
Doing a
easy.
podcast. We all
Yeah.
listen to podcasts.
Yes.
Everyone does podcasts right now. Another podcast. I get it. But I really think that we deserve it because we do have something to talk about and something to share. And literally, if no one even wants to listen, I don't give a shit because it's for us,
Yeah.
and, right?
Yeah.
And that's why we are who we are, and
Yeah.
we love each other, and we'll listen to ourselves talk.
Yeah, we will.
Oh, yeah,
We've,
back-
we've said for 3 years that we need a reality TV show because our lives are
We need a
literally a
fucking show.
reality TV show.
Yeah.
So that's
Things
what we're
take-
bringing with the
Yeah.
Sunday
Yeah.
Shampoo. Sammy O with the broken leg, aka the
Does she walk with a
assistant.
limp like an
What
old
you
school
got,
pimp?
girl?
So I come from Des Moines, Waukee.
It's Waukee.
The key to
Actually
hood
with Kristen, but she just didn't want to say that she's from Waukee.
I would never.
But I had
You
to
can't prove
expose
that.
her. But I decided to become a hairstylist because I've always just loved doing hair and being around salons and stuff. So that's really what made me have a drive to have this career. And I have been through a few salons, and they just didn't feel right. And I connected with Valor and Violet, and I have fallen in love, and I feel like I have a home and a family, and they have really taken care of me, like even during this time with my broken leg. Even though I'm an assistant, they're still always there for me, and I can't thank them enough, and I love you guys.
We love you. How did you? I feel like when I met you, I just loved you immediately. How did you even get connect? Like, who did you talk to first?
Dude,
What
I
was the-
think Sammy just like
Well,
one day
did you just
like
show up?
showed up and
Like,
just
I
started.
work here
think
now?
she
Yeah,
showed.
so
No, wait.
basically,
Oops.
so what
I walked into the salon and Sammy was helping you foil or something.
I was like, what's
and I was like,
happening?
who's
Wait.
this girl?
yeah, so basically how I got the
go
job
ahead.
was like
Josh, you're cut off.
I was like, hey, here's my resume. They were like, Josh is like, honestly, we're not looking for anyone. So I'm sitting there like, oh no. Like,
Fucking right.
should I be here? And then he's like, but you could be badass and like, we want you here. And so then I was like really confused
Like,
for a little
what?
bit. And then he's like, come back tomorrow, just check it out. So that was like very hard for me, honestly, you know, going to a job that you don't work at and you don't know anyone at. You just feel kind of uncomfortable. And I'm like, okay, I'll just go see how they work, help them out, you know, do what I am doing now, like assisting. And I've just grown to love it. And I would say like I was really like kind of like intimidated by you.
By
By
Josh.
Josh.
By me?
By Josh
Sean.
at first.
Loves it.
Because of that interview, but because he was so like open, like you can have a job here, but you also can't. Like,
Yeah.
and then he like made me work for it, you know. So that's like I really liked that. That's what helped me, I think, find my home.
I feel like you just showed up and like just started working, and she was there.
Like, I don't remember you interviewing her at all.
That's
like,
what
I
Grant
don't
did.
at all.
Grant just showed the fuck up
okay.
and
yeah.
Over and over again.
and years later.
Didn't take no for an answer.
But
what
I
were
feel
you
like,
even doing?
But Sammy just like she was there, and she just kept showing up, and like that's what I respect, and that's what I think
Yeah.
I mean when I tell you guys, I'm not gonna hunt. Like I'm not gonna chase anyone. We openly recruit all the time for the right people, right?
Yeah, correct.
And that's including in our personal relationships. There's none of us in this room that need to really. You don't need to seek out any relationships. You should be sook out.
Sought out.
Sought
out.
Sought.
Oh my god.
Sought
I'm
out. You
good.
see that
Yeah.
verbiage?
Verbiage.
That's words.
Damn.
Yeah, I can't spell any of that.
That's
Don't ask
okay.
me.
But I'm learning how to say it.
Well, yep.
But Sammy, yeah, dude, we love you.
Yeah.
Get that foot
Yeah.
better.
I
Can
appreciate
you
you guys.
show
scooter?
that cast?
No, she can't get
Can
a
you
scooter.
show that cast on camera?
Yeah, I sure can.
Lift her up
Let's
there,
check
Maddie.
it out.
Gently.
There she is.
Damn,
this is
Sammy.
Carrie.
Oh,
I,
she's
She said,
flexible. Look at her go.
A high kick?
Wow.
She's connected right here.
She's just like folding in
It
half.
literally doesn't look connected. It looks like she's holding just like a cat in the air.
That was crazy. All right.
Let's see. Where do I begin? So I'm also from rural southern Iowa, small town Moravia. Shout out Mohawks. Moravia Mohawks.
Half of their basketball court is in a new bar.
Yeah.
Downtown Des Moines called Ricochet.
Oh yeah.
It's
Yeah.
so cool. You guys should go check
Yeah.
it out.
Brad Argo, shout
someone
out.
told me that.
Yeah. So went to college originally at BV for finance and worked at a bank for a long time until.
How long did you work in a bank? Decade?
15 years. Went into a treatment facility to quit drinking, and then came out of treatment and I'd always wanted to do hair. Always did my friend's hair in high school, and it was just something I wanted to do. So I went back to school to do hair, and in the first salon that I started at, I met Joshua, and we became fast friends.
You know what's weird though? And when I talked earlier about how I remember each one of you, and I may keep commenting this. I feel like when the situation where you came in obviously wasn't our thing, right? So we were both working for someone, and we got along very, very well. And I think we were work friends, and both had different motive. But what my aha moment with Carrie was when I decided that I wanted to do my own thing. I really didn't tell anyone within the group at that time or within the whatever, right?
Right.
The first person I went to, and I don't know why, and I literally didn't even trust her the most. I didn't trust anyone at that point in my life.
Yeah.
So that was a really fucked up time for me. But I felt like I'm gonna tell. I have restless nights, a lot of sleep lost. I'm gonna tell two people, and two things are gonna happen. And I'm not even telling them because I want them to come with me, like I wanted to steal you guys from that situation. But as humans, I think that we all need to share stuff. Yeah. And I was like, I'm gonna tell these two people. So they're either gonna throw me under the bus, tell my boss he's gonna tell me to pack my shit and I can go. He knows what I'm up to. or I just leave. They know I go on my own, and I'm on that fucking lonely
We would've
road.
fucking
I think
found
it's a
you.
country song
Yeah.
by a guy
Country
named Chase.
road.
Is every country singer's name what?
What's the other
Kenny
one?
Chesney.
Kenny Chesney.
Kenny.
It's
That's all
either
I got.
Kenny or.
My
Sorry.
dog, Kenny.
Yep. So yeah.
Good for them.
So I first went to Carrie and I told her, and she was like, "You aren't fucking leaving me."
Yep, that's
I said, "What? You want to do this?" We literally didn't have a pot to piss in. We didn't have anything at that point. I was literally in.
let's do it.
I had just gone through a horrible divorce. Like I was at rock
God.
bottom and mentally in a really, really bad place. And I don't. Carrie may have been maybe a step ahead of me where she was at, but we're doing this.
Yeah.
Or she's like, "You're not leaving me," is what she
Yeah,
said. I'm
that's
like,
what it
fuck.
was.
Now, so what that creates is I was happy that I had someone else to drag down with me. But we literally, it became my responsibility to take care of another human being at that point, which I was not expecting at all.
And you
And then the
did it.
second person I told was K Money.
Yep.
And K Money, yeah, obviously we talked earlier about where she came from, but
Yeah.
that's when we kind of made that jump.
Do you? Yeah. And do you remember?
But we weren't really friends. But that was the day when I didn't realize then we were that good of friends. That's why I was
Yeah.
like, oh my God, we're friends. I love her.
Yeah.
You know? And like, I tell
loyal to
people
her,
all the
yeah.
time, like, Carrie, and this pertains to all of you, you know, like that you guys are like you're my sister, right? Because, you know, the always big common joke that we had this conversation last night too with somebody's or a guy, I don't even remember.
Yeah.
But virtually everyone thinks that me and Carrie are dating. My girlfriend didn't want to talk to me because she thought me and Carrie were married. You know, all these things.
Yeah.
We're not, and I don't want to have sex with her like everyone else does. But
It would
she's
do a
like
lot of
my
things
sister, so I don't look at her that way.
Yeah.
So people are like, "Oh, she's and you're so beautiful, and you're all these things that people say, but just
Thank you,
not to me.
Joshua. Thank
Like
you.
I just don't want to hit it. Like that's not my thing.
I think you're hot too,
You know?
but like
That's gonna
as a,
save, yeah,
as a
a lot
brother.
of mental
yeah.
trauma.
So but it's funny though. Like, dude, I'm just like, oh, because it's that thing when someone's actually your brother or
Oh,
sister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do not. I don't care. Like if who it is, you don't look at it that way.
No.
And I don't look at any of you that way.
Right.
Maybe Grant.
Perfect. Maybe Grant.
Granty.
Go ahead. But that's
So, yeah.
we weren't friends, but then that happened.
And I don't. There are few people in this world that I know, no matter what, have my back, and that's pretty cool. I mean, there are people who probably can't say that about anyone.
No.
Like literally ride or die people.
I think a lot more people are gonna be like that, and then you find out they're not so quickly. And
Exactly.
so it's very rare, and then to have this many
Yeah.
people around.
It's
you.
good stuff. It's good stuff, you guys.
Very, very
Grant,
blessed.
I would love to hear your story.
Oh, it's a good one.
Bring it.
Yeah, I've kind of always been interested in hair. Like, I literally toured beauty school at 14 years old, like freshman year of high school. I was like, I'm ready to go.
you know, boy
Can
was playing
I-
garbage when he was like 6.
It's like,
for real.
literally, Maddie was in school then, and she's 4 years older than me. So, like, I've always just been interested in it. As a kid, I was always drawn to hair. I was always just in love with it, and it really came naturally. So then we had this week in school. It was called J-Term, and you could either do like a project or you could go mentor with some people. I did a hair project. I know, shocking.
What?
It's on YouTube. Check it out.
Oh my God. Okay.
I know. I mentored with Josh and Carrie at their salon, and I loved it. I fell in love instantly. I thought Josh was really cool at the time.
At the time.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
How do you feel now?
You're great. But anyway, yeah, I mentored with them. I thought it was awesome. I was like, okay, this is so cool. They actually know how to do hair. I remember Kristen, they had blow dryers from the ceilings. Kristen pulled it down and it'd blow it with it. I was mesmerized forever. I still tell her today, I'm like, I've never felt the same. I was scared of Carrie, though. The
Of me?
pixie really...
Oh,
no,
of Carrie.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
pixie
like,
really scared me. But she eventually talked to me, so I was okay. So then I was in love with them, and this was like my junior year of high school. So then I graduated, and I went to beauty school, and it was my mission to work for them. And they had a event going on at the salon. It was like a fashion show, and they did hair and whatever for
God,
it.
you were there.
I showed
Do you
up.
remember that?
You and like 2 other people.
Yeah, there was like 10 people
Forgot.
there. So I showed up. I talked to Josh, and I was like, I'm in beauty school.
It was a shit show.
I love you guys.
But Grant was like, I
Yeah.
love you.
So I went to that, and then once it came time to like start looking for a salon, I mentored a couple other places, but I was like, I want to work for them really bad. So I remember I came to the salon one time. Maddie was up front, and I was like, hey, I was just wanting to mentor. She's like, I don't know what to do. Like, what do you want? They're not here. I was like, okay.
They're not.
And I remember.
And we were
that.
standing
Yeah.
right
That's right.
behind the
When I
wall.
talk about those in
I don't remember that.
He remembers. That's right. It's so back to how we impact people.
Yes.
By things we do.
Yep.
So meaning we should be thankful for them, but we also got to sometimes be apologetic. Whatever this.
Was I nice?
Right?
No, it was fine. Everything's fine.
I was
Maddie,
nice.
you're never not nice.
But it's just crazy.
Grant was
you don't-
afraid of me.
Well, yeah.
Grant, what?
Dude, he was
Anyway.
afraid of me.
Were you afraid of me?
I was
Come on.
afraid of
we're-
No,
everyone.
okay.
he was afraid of me. He was afraid of you.
I wasn't afraid of
He
Kristen
was
right away.
afraid of both of you bitches.
Most people are, yeah, I get that a
Because you
lot.
guys are mean.
I'm an
Grant,
Aquarius. it's
Grant
different.
also thinks ketchup is spicy.
Okay,
so
can we
we
move on?
just
Also,
put it in
perspective is
perspective.
everything.
Okay.
Yes.
So
Okay.
then, when we started mentoring, I showed up one day. I was like over the moon, and I was in love. And then I was talking to Josh about a job. He's like, "Well, there's no job." I was like, "Well,
Right.
Can
So
I
Okay.
basically,
sleep?
what he told me.
So
He's still
then-
gonna come back tomorrow.
He was like, "Come back and talk more." And then I kept coming back. And then he was like, "Talk to Carrie." And Carrie's like, "There's no job." And I was like, "Okay." And then I kept coming back and kept mentoring. And they're like, "There's no job. Why do you keep coming here?" And eventually they created a job for me. Well, actually, Josh was like, "Yeah, text Carrie about the job." I texted her. She didn't respond to me for 2 weeks. I was the most anxious person I've ever been. And then she was like, "Oh, I forgot to respond. Here it is." I was like, "Oh, okay. So I have a job. Cool." So yeah, and then I started working for them October of 2018, and I was the assistant. I was the first assistant they ever had. I worked only like 3 days a week to start or something.
Are
and
you
then
serious?
Yeah, like
Only 3?
Uh-oh.
it was like
No,
That's
you were
okay.
there every day.
eventually. It was like
Oh.
I think it was only like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Were
and
you
Saturday.
still in
4 days, I
school?
guess. No, I was graduated.
Oh.
They just didn't
Sammy's
need me
like,
on
I'd
Mondays
like to
and Tuesdays.
rework my hours.
No, I love my hours. I love
Yeah.
my money. I didn't know that.
Well, I eventually
I
was
didn't
like,
either.
"Can I work more?" But yeah, I was assistant, and then I did hair whenever else. But I was a really bad assistant.
Yeah.
You had a.
How were you about
Should
it?
we even
like,
get into
how,
that?
Can we
Like-
expand on that a little bit?
Yeah,
What
like,
made
you weren't a bad
a
assistant.
bad
What is a
assistant?
bad?
So-
what is a bad?
You
So-
didn't want to be an assistant.
I wanted to do hair. That's what I want.
All you
Dishes?
wanted to do.
No.
And I don't like
He was
cleaning.
laundry?
I really,
No.
How many fucking
Laundry, no.
arguments? How many meetings? I was
Oh
like,
my gosh.
I didn't get that many
attitude?
meetings. Josh
Not
didn't
you,
tell me.
me.
Oh. Yeah, I just didn't. I hated cleaning. Oh, I just don't like. It's not a thing. I'm like, I see something. It's not like, oh, I should clean that. Like that doesn't enter my brain.
We know.
Like, yeah, they all
It
know
became
it.
very
We
obvious
moved
very
past it.
quickly.
And it's funny,
He's-
like,
you still don't like to clean,
Yes.
no,
dude.
and you
You
don't.
don't leave the
I know that. I
color
am
bowls
very
at the
apparent.
shampoo.
And it's like all the girls now tell me they're like, why does he still work here? Like, why did he get fired yet? And I don't even know. So
I don't.
We don't.
yeah.
But
For which
We're
part?
glad you
we
didn't.
came
though.
Because we didn't
got
get
out-
shit
yeah,
can
we
him.
came out of the other end.
For shitty
you're an amazing
assistant
stylist.
attitude.
Fuck, dude, we felt sorry for the
I
kid.
know.
Well, he
What do
wasn't
you
gonna
do?
leave. You guys would be like, you need to get your shit and get out, and he'd be like, okay, see you tomorrow.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
I think we all
That's
kind of
why,
would, though. I would.
only
I'd be
the
like,
strong-
okay, I'm gonna let you guys think
He's a
about
s-
this.
That's why only
we'll
the
get
strong
drinks.
survive, right?
Yeah,
We
I'm
breed them
very
good.
persistent. But like that year was actually like so beneficial for me. I learned so much. Well, because in beauty school, I thought I was the best, which that's pretty good.
You did.
But I really learned a lot from everyone, and that was really awesome. I learned how to be with clients, how to do better in hair, a lot of people skills, because I was very sheltered. Oh yeah, I'm from
Yeah,
Story
where are
City.
you from?
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
He's actually from Roland,
Well,
Iowa,
he's
not
not
Story
from
City.
Story
Oops.
City,
He's
Iowa.
not.
Okay,
He's
so I
literally not
tell
from
my
Story
clients,
City,
I'm
Iowa.
from Roland Story.
It's okay. I say
School
Des
district.
Moines, bro. I went to Waukee.
But you're from the town Roland.
But I say Story City because
He's fine
people
when
have
he
heard
said
of it
it.
way more than Roland, and every time I say it, I get ridiculed.
Because you're a liar.
you were born in
Okay.
a barn.
I'm from LA,
and we
then.
love you.
Okay, but yeah, and
Because
then
everyone knows it.
yeah, I do hair full time now for like 2.5 years.
Killing it. Killing the game, Grant T.
That's Grant Clips.
That's Grant Clips.
At Grant_Clips.
And so in one big thing out of all of that, not only to me, I'm so thankful. I think it's so cool that you kill the hair game, but the coolest part the coolest thing that's happened to you that you should be more thankful for than anything is who you've become as a person.
Mm-hmm.
You've become,
Oh
you
my
said
God,
it,
like personal life.
you become a people person.
Yeah.
Dude, you were awkward, bro.
I know.
Like
You wouldn't
drove
even talk to your
fucking,
clients.
I
You'd
know,
only
I'm
talk to
literally,
other people's
though,
clients.
like you, and no offense,
Oh dear.
but no offense, but like you.
No, none.
Literally, though, the guy couldn't even stand up for himself, right? Dude, he was like
Dude,
a
he'd let
doormat.
poncheros bring like.
Oh, yeah. Oh, this guy
just pay for
Grant, dude, this guy used to get me lunch every single day from Poncheros, right? Because that's his job as an assistant. You're lucky I
It's
don't
in the
make
job.
you get me food.
Yeah,
I just
no
don't
one else
trust
has to do
anyone
it.
anymore.
So much
So
cheese.
I personally hate cheese. I hate cheese. I would rather eat almost anything other than cheese, but I hate cheese. Grant went to this burrito
Please don't send
place
hate
to
email
get me
for
my
that.
lunch for the day and watched her with his own eyes put cheese on it. Didn't say nothing because he was too scared to have conflict with her, but brought me my burrito back with
sweating.
cheese on it and let me eat it.
Eat it.
And we all
You
know
ate
how
it.
that went.
It didn't go well.
I think I got a free burrito that day.
No, I
Yes,
think
you
it probably
did.
just got thrown in the garbage
Maybe.
can. and
I can't
probably
remember.
flipped
Like,
out
happened a
a
couple
little
Probably
bit.
like slam dunked
Yeah, it wasn't a
into
great
it.
day.
We had a lot of lunch interactions, though, me and you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Cool. Is that everyone?
I think everyone is.
Yeah.
Is that the Sunday shampoo?
Bye.
Peace out.